This is the story of Gentle Jumbo, an African elephant that inspired Disney's famous story of Dumbo. Jumbo was said to have been born in Sudan around 1860. His mother had been killed by hunters, and Jumbo was quickly sold off and sent to Europe. Following a brief stint in France, Jumbo was brought by the British and exhibited at London Zoo from around 1865. Jumbo was a much-loved character by the British public. It was said he would give rise to children on his back, including the children of Queen Victoria. Although Jumbo became the most famous national pet in England, it's reported that by the time he was 21, he began to show signs of aggression, and the reasons for this are still debated today. So when American showman Phineas Taylor Barnum, who popularised the circus with The Greatest Show on Earth, displayed an interest in Jumbo, the public were worried. Although this presented a solution for the zoo, who were concerned about Jumbo's escalation in behaviour. Consequently, Jumbo was sold off for £2,000 to Barnum and shipped to the United States in a crate. This sparked uproar with complaints and letters to the zoo, national papers, and even to Queen Victoria imploring her to intervene. People were concerned about Jumbo's fate and the enormous loss to the British Empire. Jumbo was first exhibited in Madison Square Garden in New York. He was the first African elephant anyone in North America had ever seen. Within 3 weeks, Barnum is said to have recouped his money from the purchase of Jumbo, and just 7 months later, he had earned Barnum over $1.75 million. On the 15th of September in 1885, Jumbo had just finished a performance at the railway yard in St Thomas, Ontario, in Canada. As Jumbo and another small elephant called Tom Thumb were being led to their boxcars across the rail tracks, a train hurtled down towards them. Jumbo and Tom Thumb were hit, and Jumbo had devastating injuries. He died 3 hours later with his trunk wrapped around his trainer. A post-mortem of Jumbo revealed many unusual objects in his stomach, including English pennies, keys, rivets, and a police whistle. Perhaps pain from such items never being able to be passed, giving rides, early learning experiences, plus a poor diet, being kept in captivity, as well as chains for many hours, were all contributory factors for Jumbo's aggressive behaviours. Even though he died at age 24, recently, scientists have analysed Jumbo's bones and joints and found these looked more like those of an elephant of 60, suggesting such factors meant he was likely in a poor state of health. Nevertheless, Barnum continued to profit from Jumbo long after his horrific death, having fragments of the elephant put on show as curiosities, as well as his skeleton being donated to the American Museum of Natural History in New York City. Jumbo's legacy continues to this day.
The word jumbo hadn't been known or used before in the English language before he came along, and it has since become the byword for anything humongous or supersized. So every time we use the word jumbo jet or jumbotron, we are actually referring back to Jumbo the elephant.